Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 23rd to the 29th. So let's see what we have coming up here for you this week. Okay, it's a theme for Taurus this week. Power. So I'm seeing confidence. I feel like this week is all about owning your confidence or owning something that you're trying to create in your life or something that you're building in your life. So you may be really focused on building that self-empowerment and allowing yourself to express, allow yourself to also dream big. I'm hearing like dream big to set those, set the bar higher for yourself. There may be something here that you're even noticing in yourself where maybe in the past you might have settled for something that was not settled, but, knowing that you could do more, but maybe there was a little bit of fear or resistance. So I feel like there's a lot of breakthroughs that's been happening here for you. And I feel like you are zoning in on one thing in your life or one thing maybe that you've always wanted to do, but maybe you were just afraid to go after it. You were afraid to pursue it, something along those lines. And I really feel like you are stepping into this place of committing yourself to something that you truly desire and allowing yourself to do what you need to do in order to climb to the next level or to get to where you want to go. So this week, I really feel like there is almost like a decision being made, or you're really clear about a path that you want to take or something that you really want to pursue and something that you really want to build for yourself. So it's like, and some of you may also even just be setting like the next milestone or the next goal for yourself, whatever it is that you want to accomplish or what you want. You're really clear about what that is. There's, that's the best word I can use is clarity here. Okay, let's see what else we have coming up for this week for you, Taurus. I'm seeing adventure. Some of you may be traveling, wanting to go on a travel or just kind of explore. Maybe some of you are like planning a trip to go somewhere. I'm really seeing like a desire for a change, a desire for maybe even like a change in scenery. So maybe some of you have been stuck in like one place for a long time and it's gotten kind of boring or it's gotten monotonous. And you've been wanting to make some kind of shift and change, but I also feel like you're being really guided to make a shift and change in your life. I feel like there's a lot of internal changes happening. And so it's like that dissonance between where we are now in our life internally versus what our external circumstances look like are really starting to be very different. So it doesn't feel as aligned anymore. So I feel like there's also a really big healing. You're healing something very important here as well. Let's pick one more for Taurus here. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so then we have the Empress, we have the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So let's look into this Nine of Swords. What do we need to know about this? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I feel like you may be reflecting on something specific in your life where it almost kind of feels like it was something you desired, something you wanted, but it always kind of felt like it was out of reach. But it was a soul calling. It's like, it's something that you really, really desired, but it's not just for the sake of just desiring it. It's something that your soul knows that it's a part of you, or it's a soul desire. It's deeper than that, than just simply wanting something. And I feel like there is something here that it may have been somewhat of a struggle, or it may have been somewhat of an obstacle in attaining it or having it in your life. And I feel like it's something that has caused maybe a bit of anxiety, depression, or just like this feeling like something is missing with that Nine of Swords. This may be very specific for like one person, but this is what I'm kind of sensing here with the Nine of Swords. And I feel like it's something that has been there for a long time. Excuse me. There's been something there for a long time, like this need, this want, or maybe something you've been striving for a long time, like maybe even from childhood. There's been a repetitive pattern of wanting to, it's like a craving, like a soul craving. What is this? The Nine of Swords. I'm seeing it very clearly, but I'm not sure if I'm communicating it in the way that I'm seeing it. Can we have another card here for the Nine of Swords? But I feel like also that there's a lot coming to the surface. So maybe some of the blockages or the experiences or some of the programming that has been maybe keeping you from what's been standing in the way of you attaining or reaching some kind of soul desire is really starting to come to the surface. So I feel like, again, there's that clarity coming in here for you. Yeah, see, we have the Knight of Swords and then we have the Chariot here. So I feel like there's clarity. Again, with that Knight of Swords, that's what I'm feeling here. There's communication, but I feel like this is a message. So this is some kind of guidance, something coming in for you quickly in order to help alleviate you from something that has been weighing on you for a long time. So I feel like this can show up in many different ways since this is a general reading. So for some of you, it could really be, a talk with somebody that helps clear something up here for you. It could also be guidance from spirit. It could come in the form of a dream. It could come in the form of a vision, where you receive some kind of clarity and guidance for something that has been in the way or something that has just been sitting on your heart or on your mind for a long time. And it's something like, why can't I ever figure this out? Like maybe there are other areas in your life where it's been pretty smooth sailing or, things work out pretty well, but there's always like this one thing that you've always desired. And it's like every time that we hit up against a wall, or I can't figure out why I can't get over this barrier. But I feel like there's some movement happening there. There's something shifting and changing. And I feel like the clarity that you receive with some kind of blockage is going to help you to move forward in a way you might have not been able to in the past. So that feels pretty significant here. What else do we need to know about this? Yeah, see, this is so interesting. So we have the Devil, we have the Six of Swords that fell out with that. So this is about, what kind of keeps us tethered to something that has kind of held us down or has had power over us for a long time. And I feel like there's something here about maybe it was an experience that happened to us when we were a child or some kind of experience that happened a long time ago that kind of got ingrained into our belief system or the way we think about something or the way we feel about ourselves. And that has kind of run on repeat over and over and over again. And then we may not have realized it. And so that is coming to the surface and we are ready to heal that. We're ready to find clarity about what that is or what that experience is or how it has affected us. And we're able to kind of set something right. So I kind of feel like there's something here that is being set into motion. So maybe something in our shadow. So this kind of feels like shadow work, actually. So there may be some of that happening here for you this week. Oh, I love this. Yeah. So things that have been, hidden, things that have been a bit confusing, things that have not been clear to you are now being made clear. We also have the Temperance card. So there is a healing energy that's happening here. So you may spend the beginning of this week healing something very deep, but it comes with so much blessings with healing something because it helps you connect to your true power. It unleashes you, it releases you from things that have been blocking you from being able to sense your true power. And with the Moon card, I'm also sensing, I'm going to pull one more here for the Moon card. I'm kind of curious. Can we have another message here for the Moon? What is this about? What is the Moon card about? There's like something about the truth being revealed. Maybe you're even seeing, you're uncovering a truth about yourself that you're ready to fully embrace. And having that experience is helping you to come more into balance with yourself as well. So that is really, really important. I feel like there's a really important healing that's happening here for you. The Eight of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. And the Four of Swords. So yeah, so this is all about spending time with yourself. With the Four of Swords, again, there's a very healing energy to this. So this healing energy is going to help you to set something into alignment that has been out of balance for quite some time. And doing this is going to create some kind of domino effect because it's going to put out an energy that is going to attract all the things that are truly meant for you. It's going to open up some doors. So that 8 of Wands energy, I'm seeing like opening up some doors. You're creating magic from within because you have unleashed yourself. You're kind of by healing something, you're unleashing or tapping into a power that you may not have realized you actually had in you, or you may knew that you had, but you didn't know how to access it. So I feel like there's access to a power that you're tapping into by healing something that's been blocking that power. So that is really important here. Okay, so the 5 of Swords, what is this about? Can we have clarity about the 5 of Swords here for Taurus? The 3 of Pentacles. Okay. One more here before I say anything. Can we have another clarifying card for this? What is this about? 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Love that. So again, we have truth coming out. So we're seeing things more clearly. So the thing is that with the 5 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, the thing that I feel like you were healing could have resulted from some kind of interaction or connection that you've had with others. So for example, with this 3 of Pentacles, this could be family, this could be friends, a community, something where we have, we're connected to others, we're building with others, we're collaborating with others, and that can mean many different things. But what we're seeing is that, we may have, I'm just going to use the example of childhood because that is the example that's showing up really strongly for me, but take the message in a general sense. So however that resonates for you. So for example, if we grew up in a home that had certain set of beliefs, then it's like, they may not have actually resonated truly with who we really are, but we kind of had to take on those beliefs because, it's our family and that's the community that we grow up in, right? And especially when we're younger, we don't know any better. Like we just think that that's what we're supposed to do. And, if there's certain parts of us that seem like they would be unacceptable in that community, we tend to abandon them. It's like a survival thing almost. So I feel like we may be kind of looking at something like that, something related to something along those lines is what it feels like. And kind of seeing how, I actually don't agree with that. I don't really think that that's me. I know that that's what I grew up with. I know that that's what, my family would approve of or my community would approve of. And if I really allowed myself, it's like with this Moon card, she has this, if you can see, like she's holding a mask in her hand, like this masquerade. And a lot of times 5 of Swords is also the card of deception, but deception in the sense of, needing to kind of put on a facade, needing to kind of fall in line with the expectations of the people that are around us. So I feel like there's something here that you are doing that is celebrating your uniqueness, celebrating your own individuality and giving yourself permission to disown. It's really interesting because if when we were younger, if we had to disown a part of ourselves to fit in with the community, I feel like now you're doing the opposite. You're disowning the community's beliefs and you're kind of reclaiming yourself here. So again, take that in a general sense. It doesn't have to be something from childhood. I'm just using that as an example because I kind of feel like it fits with what I'm sensing. So that is kind of what I'm seeing here, especially with that Judgment card. You're making a judgment call. You are able to see the truth about who you are. But this time around, it's like you are owning it. You're proud of it. There's no disowning it, abandoning it, or kind of telling ourselves, well, we're not allowed to do that. So that's the power that you're really stepping into. And I feel like that's going to really attract some really beautiful opportunities here for you by you embracing yourself more. Yeah. see, with the Three of Swords, so this is something that that really caused a lot of pain. It could have caused a sense of betrayal, or it could have caused a sense of just, your heart, you can't express your heart. Something you're not able to express. I feel like there was like a repression here with the Three of Swords. What do I need to know about this? The Three of Swords. Seven of Wands. Yeah. So see, this is like self-protection. It's like we maybe build something around our hearts, or build something around ourselves, like a wall, in order to protect ourselves from something. So I feel like that is all starting to heal. A lot of that is starting to come out. So this week, if you kind of I feel like you may experience like these waves of emotions, or waves of different emotions and feelings, like even anger or irritation or anxiety. So if you kind of feel you're kind of riding those waves, like just allow yourself and just know that you are kind of tapping into stored, repressed emotions that maybe we kind of stowed away for quite some time, out of self-protection. So I feel like there's this really powerful healing that's happening there. You're releasing quite a bit. Yeah. But Six of Wands this tells me that you're on the road to success. This tells me that you're on the right path. So even if sometimes it doesn't feel good, or doesn't feel like you're on the right path, you are, because you're healing, you're releasing. You're releasing all the things that didn't feel good in the past. That's why we kind of put these boundaries around them. But now it's time there's like a purge that you're kind of doing. You're purging out all the stuff, and you're on that road to success. So stick with yourself and stick with the process here, because you're becoming this beautiful Empress if you're not already in this place. You're really growing into your power, really stepping into look at that, the Sun card. So yeah, this is joy, happiness. I feel like you're going to be really happy with the outcome of this process. Like I feel like you're going to really feel more yourself than maybe you have in a long time. I feel like you're going to feel very grounded and very centered, and you're going to just have a lot of clarity about where you want to go from here and what your path is. So trusting that divine timing is going to be really, really important here. Okay, let's look into the Empress. So what does the Empress have to say? So I feel like a lot of you, as you're, coming into this empowerment, you're going to start really uncovering some beautiful creative ideas. Or if you already have a lot of ideas that you want to do something with, I feel like you're going to have a lot more space to be in this flow. Like I feel like there's no more holding back. There's no more blockages, resistance. I feel like the path is becoming smoother and smoother for you to be able to do the work that you've always wanted to do, and it's going to really help you to. You're going to be in a very beautiful flow here. So really tapping into that divine feminine energy here, Taurus. What else do you need to know about this for the Empress? The Death. Yeah. See, so there's this beautiful transformation that's happening. There's this rebirth that you're going through. So you're going through this kind of like this transformation process and rising into the Phoenix. So you're rising into this Empress energy. You're stepping into your full divine feminine energy, divine feminine power. And that applies whether you're male or female. That doesn't matter. The Empress is more about you really honoring who you are and working from a place of inspiration and creativity and flow, and allowing that to, it's like you're creating from within and you're following your instincts, your intuition. And then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah. See, this is like recovering parts of our childhood, recovering parts of ourselves that we may have lost when we were younger, or may have kind of cut ourselves off from based off of past experiences. So there's a rebirth happening here. And part of that rebirth is a reconnection with our inner child. So this is really, really, I feel like it's a significant transformation that you're going through. So I'm really feeling like it's important to really stick with it, like be a part of it and be really connected to it. Like it's like teaching you something. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. What else do we need to know about the Six of Cups? Yeah, the Magician. Beautiful. So I also kind of feel like with this Magician, this is all about a brand new start. This is all about, a fresh new beginning. This is about almost even starting over again as well, because now you're in a different place in your life. You're almost like a different person. You're really transforming into more of who you've always wanted to be. Perhaps maybe this is more of you really stepping into alignment with this, like the higher self version of you. And I feel like because of that, we are manifesting new beginnings. We're calling in new opportunities. Maybe even we want to move somewhere. We want a new job. Maybe we're finding that as we step more into our power and get to know ourselves on a deeper level, that, the work that we have been doing is very different from the work we really desire to do. And so we may be switching gears there. This could also be a change in partnerships. This could be a change in communities. This could be a change in where we're living, so it's like, it's just going to naturally, it just goes with it, as we kind of shift on the inside and where we feel different, those outer circumstances are naturally going to follow suit with that. Let's do one more here with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Wands. So making a choice, making decisions at a crossroads in life. And so it's like you're preparing yourself. I feel like a lot of you can see that coming. You see that you are, coming up against this crossroads in life because you know that I'm definitely becoming different. I'm definitely don't feel the same, but in a good way, but I also know that where I am right now is going to have to shift and change. So I feel like a lot of you are really coming up against that. And so there may be a bit of this kind of grieving period about it as well. What do we need to know about this Five of Cups? The Five of Cups. Okay. I'm hearing releasing sadness. So a lot of you may be releasing sadness. You're releasing something that you have been holding on to for a long time, making the choice to let something go, releasing the, it's like you're releasing a lot of emotions or things that have been stored for a while is what I'm seeing here with the Five of Cups. Yeah, and then we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Four of Wands as well. And with the Four of Wands, I'm hearing home. Let's pick one more here with the Four of Wands. And the Three of Cups. Interesting. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so I feel like here there is, this is about finding home. And I feel like for some of you, it's like, we may have spent quite a bit of time missing something that was very near and dear to our heart. So whether that's a part of us or a gift that we have or something that we really loved, or it could be a person, it could be like a relationship, whatever it is. With the Knight of Cups, I always see this as just whatever we have, what we love. And I feel like there's something about that feels like home. So again, it could be a person, could be a relationship, but it could be also, something that we love to do, that when we do it, we really feel like we're at home with ourselves. The Four of Wands is about foundations. It's about feeling, and when I put the card down, I heard the word home. So I feel like this is about home in a general sense. So either coming home to ourselves or going home to something that really feels like it's a part of us. So this is all about finding where we belong and wanting to create roots, put down roots there. And I really love that we actually have the Three of Cups, because this is actually the card of celebration. So this is not that third party energy that I'm picking up on. This is about finding a place where you can be around people who are supportive and who support you back, and or you can support and vice versa. So there's like a mutual energy here about understanding each other. So I feel like a lot of you are also going towards a path where you're going to meet people who really get you, and also vice versa. So I think that this is you're walking into a happy time. You're transforming some of the older energies and you're purging out a lot, and you are on this road to kind of being guided onto a path that just fits right with you. And I love this because we have the 10 of Cups as well. So this is emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. So this is about also maybe finding someone that we truly love and someone that we can build a home with that has a really beautiful flow of love between give and take between this partnership. So this is that ultimate happiness with that 10 of Cups. This is about finding home again. So again, I feel like this could also be a person, maybe when you're with them, you feel like you're at home, when you're in that relationship. And then there's that Knight of Pentacles. So this is all about working towards that. This is about commitment. This is also about having that very focused vision on what it is that you want and having clarity about what that is and working towards that, which I think is what you're doing here. We also have the 7 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like here, this is all about being able to navigate a lot of the changes that are happening, but I feel like a lot of it is happening beneath the surface. And so you may be having one foot in one world and another foot in another world. And I feel like with the 7 of Swords, this is about discernment and boundaries and being able to, I feel like you're kind of in this place, like trying to figure out who you can trust or who you can kind of share things with. And there may be some things where you really can't share with anyone. And so I feel like you are trying to plan out your steps for the future, for this new beginning. But maybe at the moment, this is about you kind of having a lot of internal transformations, but it just not really being that apparent on the outside. So I feel like that energy is there. Let's do an oracle message here for Taurus. What else do we need to know for Taurus this week? Guidance message for Taurus this week. Fruition. So you are on your way to abundance. You are on that path to abundance. I feel like I almost want to say that, it's almost like not even have to worry about the abundance. I think that this is more about a focus on really reconnecting with yourself, allowing yourself to grow and outgrow the things that no longer serve you. So I feel like you're finally releasing something that has been there for a really long time, something that has been weighing you down or has caused quite a bit of distress. But I feel like you're ready to close that chapter, and closing that chapter is really going to open up a beautiful opportunity here. And I think that it's more about, again, with that Empress energy, as you're in that flow, the abundance will naturally come. And I feel like you're going to start to really embody that energy more. I feel like the worries and the stress is about if something's going to work out or if something is going to really bring in abundance is not going to be as much of a focus for you. I feel like that's just going to be there. It's almost like you're more allowing yourself to fully embrace your natural gifts and where you feel like you're being called, and the abundance will just follow along with that because of the energy that you're embodying from there. So very beautiful, Taurus. Let's do an animal message here. Yeah, I love that. Clear out the clutter. So I feel like that just kind of sums up the beautiful reading here is all about this cleansing. I think that this is all about clearing the space, getting rid of the old. So the new stuff and the things that are more authentic, or maybe even the things that have been really hidden underneath all of the experiences, the things that it's almost like clouding the vision. It's like not able to see the path clearly ahead because there's so much of this other stuff, maybe even other people's energies that we didn't even realize we're holding on to. You're starting to really clear out all that energy. So that's really important as well here to continue to clear out your energy, because that's just going to bring you closer and closer to this victory of yours. So beautiful reading, Taurus. You're really on your way to this beautiful abundance and rediscovering your power. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Taurus.